Baby. Ready?
Hello world, my name is YUNO, like when you say you know. And I've been an agoraphobic about 7 to 8 years by now. Right now, I'm in the middle of challenge called an Agoraphobic YUNO's adventure. If you watch all those videos, you might think, hey, this girl doesn't fear about going out or having any problem leaving home. And then I realized I haven't introduced myself properly, so you don't know how much problems or how far I came to be able to start all those challenges, how bumpy this road has been. So I will tell you how it's been this 7 to 8 years for me. First, let me talk about myself just a little bit. This is me. Oh, it looks like a bird, but yes, this is me. I'm 162 centimeters tall, and I weigh about 42 kilograms. Sorry, I don't do feet and pounds. And I have long hair. Yeah, exactly long like this. It almost touches my knee. Anyways, I live myself with my beloved dog. Oh, he's much cuter. I will show you a picture of him. See? So, this is us. It's a small family. And now, let me take you back to 7, 8 years ago. Why not 7 years or 8 years, but 7 to 8 years ago? That's because everything is all so blurred back then. I don't really remember what exactly happened, and I really didn't know what was going on. So let's say it's 2008 we came. I was working for a small company as an coordinator. Is this COO? Coordinator. basically I would arrange the meeting between a teacher, the private language teacher, and a potential student. Here will be me. Since not all of the teachers speak Japanese, nor all of potential students doesn't understand English, of course. If they could, then they don't need private tutor to learn English. So that's where I come in. I would be in the middle and exchange emails and set up the meeting, the first meeting. And also I would attend the first meeting place to place at cafe or somewhere. Doesn't look like cafe, but anyway. So no one will get stood up. Teachers and students can meet. And also, if they needed interpreter to communicate, then I will be there. That was my job. But then I started to skip these meetings. Somehow I forget that I had meetings scheduled that day. These are M's of meeting. Somehow I forgot. I started to forget about them. Or even I started to forget about replying the emails to teachers or students. Anyway, I became really bad at my job. And back then, I didn't know what was happening. But this was happening when after I went to the meeting. This is me in bed. Yes, I cannot get out of bed. Like, if I went to one meeting, then I will be like this in bed for 2 or 3 days. But I was thinking, I was just getting lazy. It doesn't make sense though, because I was enjoying this job a lot. And anytime if I could go to the meeting, then I worked perfectly. But since I was not able to do my job properly, I got fired. Just like that. And right from the right next day that I found out it, I got fired. I could not get out of bed. And it went like this for 2 to 3 years. Again, things are really blur. I don't remember exact time. I couldn't eat, so the doctors need to give me something like this so I can drink it. It's high calorie drink. But when I could not get up next day, very next day, when I found out I got fired, I finally realized that something was wrong. Because when I started missing appointment or forgetting replying emails, going to the meeting place was really hard. I would get very sick, and I felt like I needed to lie down right away, right there, no matter where I was. And more obvious thing was happening actually. Yep, I took more than several ambulance rides when I was trying to go to the meeting place. But still, I thought I was just being lazy. And if I whip myself, then I could make myself do the job. But I was completely wrong. The hardest thing after I got really sick was one of them was losing friends. Because I was diagnosed with agoraphobic, but I could not really tell that to friends. So when they call me to, oh, this is really old phone, to have dinner or just go out, I couldn't tell them what was really happening. And I was making up the excuses for not going. Then slowly they started not to invite me anymore. They're still friends nowadays, but we're not that close anymore. But even harder thing than losing friends was being estranged from my two younger sisters. Back then, I was basically so tired and probably depressed. So, not just I could not deal with their sad stories, all those problems, but somehow I could not listen to their happy stories either. So I became from very reliable older sister to someone you can't speak anymore. I actually needed to avoid their calls or texts because I didn't want to disappoint them. So again, I was making some excuses. Well, I probably told them I was a little bit sick. But that doesn't stop them from being baby sisters. And I became isolated from them. Even though we have, well, at least I think we have special bond between us. I'm talking all about it in the other video called The Story of Three Sisters. But now it feels like we started to live separated life. They are on their own and I was on my own. And since I could not listen to even the happy stories, I missed them giving birth for children or getting married or divorced. Anyway, I could not be there for them. That makes me really sad, even now. I wanted to be there when they were becoming mothers, and I missed that moment. And I don't regret or anything because there was really nothing I could do. I could barely go to the bathroom. That was my condition back then. But when I think about how much things I missed because of being an agoraphobic, I can't help feeling sad and sorry. So in the end, it became just me and my dog, Buta. I'm not sure how you spell his name. That's how I call him. He was the only living thing never left my side. So my dog became more and more important for me. But then, since I can't go out, even I could not get up for 2-3 years, which means I can't take him to walk. That makes me really sad, at the same time really bad, because see this photo, and either if you can tell or not, he is a Jack Russell Terrier. And if you do know Jack Russell Terrier, they're very energetic, playful, curious dog. Some people say they are hyper. But anyways, I could not get up. I could not get out of bed. So he was just beside me and been waiting and waiting. He was always full of hope. I don't know how he do that. But anytime I make slight movement, he would be looking at me, twinkle in his eyes, like saying, is there anything fun that's going to happen? Every single time. But it was impossible for me to take him to walk. And every night I hold my dog in my arms and cried, looking outside the window, telling him, tomorrow I will be able to take you to a walk. I will be strong to go out. I will become a decent partner for you. I will be. I will be. Every single night I cried and told that line to my dog and myself. Even after I recovered from bed-bound sick condition, I was still agoraphobic, and that started to cause serious problem, which is pretty obvious. The money. Little by little, I just spent the money, and I couldn't earn any money because I could not go out to work. So my life got more and more difficult. I decided that I would work from my home using the internet and the computer, even though I was not making that much money. It got worse and worse, and it got to the point I can spend only 200 yen Not for a meal, but for a day. Or I completely needed to skip my meal to feed my dog. Even though the cutest dog in the world is with you when your business didn't go well, your bank account was empty, you feel that your life is going nowhere. You are going nowhere. You think you hit rock bottom and things can't get any worse. But I was wrong. Becoming agoraphobia, getting fired, business doesn't roll, being broken, all those things were there. But put them all together wasn't even close to what was going to happen. It completely destroyed my soul. The worstest thing happened. From one text message.
Thanks for watching.
Ready?
For more videos and stories, please
Ready?
subscribe and follow me.
Hey, hey, hey.